Good morning, students. This is the time for computer class and I am your computer teacher. So we are continuing the lesson MS Word. So in my last few videos I have discussed several topics on MS Word. So in my last video we ended the topic by explaining the last topic, print preview. So now in this video we are going to discuss some of the terms that were used in this lesson. The first term that was used was word wrapping. Word wrapping. So what was word wrapping? We can say it is the feature of MS Word that moves the cursor automatically to the next line as the current line finishes. Means like as we have typed the content, suppose this is the text area over here, and as we have typed the content over here, as soon as it reaches to a particular right side area, it automatically comes to the next line without pressing the enter key. So this is known as word wrapping. So this is an important feature of MS Word. The second topic that we are going to discuss is editing. Editing. So what is editing? Editing means making changes in the text. It means making changes in the text. Making changes in the text is known as editing. So how do we make change? We can make changes by deleting a word, by deleting a character, by inserting a new word, by inserting a new character on a particular word. All these are known as editing. The next topic that we have discussed is copying. So what is copying? Copying means making the duplicate copy of the text. It means making duplicate copy of the original text. Making duplicate copy of the original text. So this is known as copying. So one thing more, in order to copy any of the text, what we have to do? First of all, with the help of mouse or keyboard, select the text that you want to copy, and after selecting the text, we can copy the text. So you can use the shortcut key like Ctrl+C, or can right click over here, or can right click on the mouse and then can select copy, or can go to the edit option, and from there you can select the copy. As soon as you select the copy, a particular copy of that content is copied to the clipboard. Remember what is clipboard? So it is a memory area where the data that are copied or cut or deleted are stored for temporary purpose for some time. And when you make a paste option, from that clipboard option, from that clipboard area only, the content got transferred to a particular area or to a new area. So this is copying. So there are several options of making the copying. Next is moving. So what is moving? Moving the text means moving the content from original location to a new location. It means moving. It means moving the text from original location to new location. So what is moving? So moving means moving the text from original location to new location. So the difference between the copying and moving is that in copying the text continue to remain in the original area and a duplicate copy of it is created, while in moving the original text is moved from its original location to a new location. And for both copying and moving, we can copy or can cut the option, and then we have to use the paste option to bring the text to a new location. Next is formatting. So what is formatting? Formatting means making the appearance of the document change to look it more attractive. It means changing the appearance of the appearance of a document. Why do we change the appearance of a document? So that it look more attractive, more beautiful, so that it can turn the attention of the user toward itself. The user can pay their attention on that topic only. So it is known as formatting. Next we have the topic bold. So what is bold? We can say it is also one of the features of formatting options. So what does bold do? It makes the selected text in bold face or darker than the normal text. So it makes selected text darker than normal text. So the shortcut for bold is Control plus B. Select the text and then go to the formatting bar, and from there we have the option of bold, like over here. This is the bold option. As soon as you click on bold option, the text that you have selected gets darker. Next is italic. This is the button for italic. So what does it do? It makes the selected text tilted a bit. It makes the selected text tilted a bit. Underline. Underline U. So this is the button for underline. What does it do? It changes the selected text to underline. It makes the selected text to it changes the selected text to underline. So these were the formatting features. Now we have subscript. So what does it do? We know it makes the selected text, it changes the selected text to subscript form, means in the form of like H2. So we have already discussed many times how to perform the subscript. Next we have superscript. In superscript, it makes the selected text in the superscript form, like in the form of a square. So this is in the form of superscript. We have discussed many times what is superscript and how to perform it. Next we have the topic of font. So what is font? We can say the character of specific size and design used for typing the text is known as font. So font means it means the character of specific size. Character of specific size and design. So it is known as font. Next topic that we have discussed is alignment. So alignment, what is the meaning of alignment? The position of text on a page. The position of text on a page is known as alignment. Like suppose, consider it, this is a page over here, and the text are all starting from the left margin of all the text are same. The left margin of all the text are same. That means that the left position from where the text begins are same. So it is known as left alignment. Now we come to the topic right alignment. The starting of the text from the left side can be from anywhere, but they are ending at the same right position. This is known as right alignment. Next we have center. The text can start from anywhere, can end at anywhere in the right side, but in the center the words are at the same location. So this is known as center. And next we have justify. See and here. Next we have justify. Justify means starting from the left position is same, ending at the right position is same for every line of the text, and at the center also they are available. So it is known as justify. Means from the left side they are starting from the same place, in the right they are ending at the same area, and in the center also they are available. So this is known as justify. So these are the 4 different types of alignment. Now we have line spacing. So what is line spacing? The vertical distance between the lines of text. The vertical distance between lines of text is known as line spacing. Like suppose, consider that these are the lines, and the distance between the lines, the vertical distance between these lines is known as line spacing. Next we have inter-paragraph spacing. Inter-paragraph spacing. The spacing between 2 paragraphs. The spacing between 2 paragraphs is known as interspacing. Like suppose this is one paragraph and this is another paragraph. So the space between the 2 paragraphs is known as interspacing. Next topic that we are going to discuss is online pictures. Online pictures. So the picture available on the internet is known as online. pictures available on internet is known as online pictures. Next we have discussed table. What is table? It is an arrangement of text in the form of row and column. So arrangement of text in the form of row and column. In the form of row and column is known as table. We can say also the table is a combination of several cells. Now what is cells? Cells means the like this is the row, this is the column. The intersection of row and column is known as cell. Next, left margin. What is left margin? The margin from the left edge of the paper to where the text begins. So what is the, we can say we have already discussed about the margins. The margin from the left edge of the paper to where the text begins. The margin from the left edge of paper, from the left edge of the paper where the text begins, where the text begins. It is known as left margin. And again we have the topic right margin, the margin from the right edge of the paper to where the text ends. Again we have right margin. What is right margin? The same definition, only the in place of left we can say right, and from in the place of begins end. The margin from the right edge of the paper where the text ends is known as right margin. And the next that we have over here is top margin. So top margin, what is top margin? We can say the margin from the top edge of the paper to the text. Top margin means the margin from the top edge of the paper to the text. The margin from the top edge of the paper to the text is known as top margin. And then we also have some other features which we have discussed in our earlier videos. So the another topic can be that we can discuss over here is bottom margin. So what is bottom margin? The margin from the bottom edge of the paper to the text. The margin from the, like suppose, consider as a paper, the line begins from here. So this spacing is known as the left margin. This is known as the top margin. The space where the text ends and the edge of the paper is known as the right margin. And then the downward, say, the space between the last line of the page and to the space of the last page is known as bottom margin. And next we have gutter margin. Next we have gutter margin, a feature that is used to add extra space to the top margin where we plans to find our content is known as gutter margin. So these were some of the topics that we have discussed in MS Word. Here I am ending my video.